you've trademarked the Bloods and the Crips. What about the Hoovers?
Well, Hoovers are Crips.
Okay. So they would kind of fall under.
I mean, we didn't trademark the Hoovers, but you know, it's for them to decide. Every individual, you know what I mean. If we have things that we have that we could offer beneficial to whoever, you know, it's there. We respect Crips and Bloods all over. So even the thing I was saying about Killer Mike, and he's from Atlanta, it doesn't mean that he's Atlanta Crip and we don't respect. We respect Crips and Bloods all over the world because that's where they are, all over the world. The thing is, it's open for them. If they want to, you know, if we have something we could offer them and they're willing, then that's fine, even if they're Hoovers.
Okay, now, you know, I remember this came up a while ago. Crip Mac was selling shirts with his name on it, you know, because Crip Mac, you know, he became really, you know, he's popular. A lot of people like Crip Mac, man. I think, you know, he even wanted to make some Crip Mac bobblehead dolls, and, you know, they had all types of ideas of how they were going to market him and sell him. And it became a big issue. Like, I don't know if he stopped doing it voluntarily, but you know, I know that there was some issues there with him using
I like that
the
guy.
shirt because it says, you know, it says Crip on it.
Yeah, I think there was probably somebody from our board that did create a wave about that. I'm not exactly sure because I didn't have hands on in anything like that. And like I said, I like Crip Mac. We did a photo op together. He's like a, you know, he posted me on his social medias and stuff like that. He's a sweet kid. He is. He's really a sweet kid, and we've been in talks with a network, a new and upcoming network, about doing some reality TV productions for Crips and Bloods. You know, that will create reoccurring sources of income for gang members. Everybody wants to shine light on the culture, but nobody wants to shine light on them. And I don't think that's right. So they need their own reality shows. They need their own cooking shows. You know what I mean? Video games. And this is a collective, and this is, you know, their sources of income. They don't have to live in the street, don't have to commit crimes. You don't have to, because you're part of a culture that has so much equity, you can sit back the rest of your life. And so that's what we're working on. That's ultimately what we want to do, is to completely legitimize all of their sources of income. Because when we do that, then that stops them from, you know, home invading you, or snatching your purse on the street, or, you know, taking off your AP while you sitting on a sidewalk in BH having your meal. You know what I mean? So, you know, we're trying. And so the one thing that we are in immediate talks about right now is it's a franchise, and it's Real Crips and Bloods of LA, I think is the first one that they want to work on. And then they'll have Real Crips and Bloods of Houston, Real Crips and Bloods of New York, and it will be these aren't actors, Real Crips and Bloods getting together and doing a TV show.
So is he good to sell his shirts? Like, how does that work?
Or
does he have to go through the board?
Yeah.
Like, he has to go through a proper process, at least, like, reach out, contact you guys, be like, hey man, I got.
Yeah, see, that's not fair use.
And I don't want to sell my shirt.
Yeah, that's not fair use. And the thing about it is because Crip is famous, I think there's like maybe 40 something or 50 something different classes of trademarks, meaning that you have Delta Faucets and then you have Delta Airlines.
Okay.
But they're both trademarked. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So there's different classes, but because Crips are famous, Crips is not a word, it's an acronym for Community Resources. Community Revolution in Progress. It's an acronym, so it's made up. It's not a real word. So it's very distinctive. When you say Crip, you know what it is. You know what I mean? You don't even have to think, is that a car? Is that a shirt? Is that a food? No. You know what a Crip is. You know, and I've talked to 80, 90-year-old women have heard us mention and say, are you talking about gang members? Everybody knows what it is. So because it's famous, we didn't have to take trademarks out in every class to own it. You can't, there's nothing that you can do with it because it is famous. And we actually trademarked the organization. We trademarked the gang. The gang itself is trademarked. So it's not just the word.
Okay.
We trademarked the gang. Just like car clubs. It's a car club. Car clubs are trademarked, not just the name, the actual organization. And so so that's what we are in talks about doing right now. And they're going to do casting for it and the whole gamut. And I think it's a great idea. I do.
That'd be nuts. Okay, yeah.
I do. I'd give them some spotlight. What's the deal? You know, let them have their own cartoons and superheroes and all these things that they can have and be great with. Why not? And the bureaucracy and the red tape is no longer there the way that it used to be, you know, in the television business and entertainment, because we have the internet and we have apps and, you know, we have sources. So yeah, I think they should have it and you know, and I think they should be the cameramen and everything else. Yeah, it's for everybody. It has nothing to do with me. I am just the person who thought to take care of the culture. I'm just the person who thought to secure the culture, protect the culture. You guys own your culture. You know, I'm not even going into, you know, how many people have lost their lives for this, or how many people, or how, you know, there's a lot of different things that people have contributed. Some lost lives, you know, some gave this, some paid money, some whatever, you know, but as a collective, let's change, you know what I mean? And let's not, you can't talk about it. You have to give them a way out. You can't just talk about, you know, let's make this change and no. Show them that you can change. Look, I've changed. I got a bag. And I'm going to show you how to do it, and you. So come on, let's get this money. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you're a Crip or a Blood. And see, that's the same thing about me trademarking Nipsey's marathon. It's the same thing I did for the Bloods. I'm looking out for the culture. You know what I mean? And that's just my nature.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.